Hi, it's Angel Shaver, Stampin Up Independent Demonstrator from Kansas. Sorry I'm a few minutes late today. I would think that by now my phone on the camera stand, but I managed to always turn it off the minute I put it on the stand. So it takes me a few minutes to get everything back up and going. Sorry about that. But we are doing April's monthly class virtually this month. And you can play along if you have the items. If you don't, you can order them in my store, angelstamps.net, and then you can re-watch this video and make what we make today. I will be doing one design today, both the simple version and then step. And then I will be doing one design tomorrow afternoon at 2. And then the final design that if you go to the Stepped Up class you would get, which is Teaching a New Technique, will be Thursday evening at 6. So I am excited to get started, but I wanted to let you know one thing. Stampin' Up has released a PDF of sentiments perfect for COVID-19. And this is a fundraising effort for COVID-19 financial help. I don't get any percentage of these. Stampin' Up doesn't get any percentage. The entire $12 for the PDF will go directly to COVID-19 relief. And so if you're interested, go to stampinup.com and order it. It's $12. And once that your credit card is approved, they will send you an email with the PDF, and then you can start. And you can print out the different sentiments on any cardstock you have. It's a great way to get some current sentiments for our really crazy time that we're dealing with. But I'm going to point you down and we're going to get started doing the simple version of this design first, and then we'll do Stepped Up. Okay, give me a minute because I want to see what you're seeing. And I'm going to do that on my computer. Alright, I actually managed to point this where you are looking. You're looking at this right here. We are going to use the Stamparatus for our simple version of this card. I just find that using this thing's easier no matter your level of stamping. This is a piece, it's a Whisper White cardstock that is cut hot dog style, which is 4 1/4 by 11, folded in half to make a card that is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And I am going to magnet that to the Stampin' Up board and go over here and get the first item that we will be stamping, which comes from the I Say Hello kit. Okay. And it's going to be all the way across the page. So I put it where I'm going to want it. And then pick it up with my Stamparatus plate. I'm using a Highland Heather for this particular stamps, and I'm putting that on there, and we are pressing it down. And I think that's good enough. So now, I should have gotten on my chamois, but I didn't think that far in advance. I'm going to use a wipe, and these are alcohol-free baby wipes. I'm going to do that, and then we are going to get it out. The support ribbon. And when you're using the rubber backed stamps, you do not need to use the foam in your Stamparatus. So I'll take that away, just hook that up, put this support ribbon where I want it. And then we're using the Blushing Bride ink for the support ribbon. Always push down to make sure it all got on there. And there it is. Just wipe that real quickly. Put that. Actually put it away. And then I'm grabbing a sentiment. I think I'm going to grab a sentiment from the Artfully Aware for the front of the card. We are going to say, the struggle is real. And we'll be saying it in Blushing Bride ink right above the purple border thing that we stamped across the center. Alright, the struggle is real. And there we have it. And then I am going to go ahead and stamp on the inside of the card. And I am stamping from the Artfully Aware. I'm stamping I'm Here For You. And then from the Genuine Gems, I am stamping There's No Good Card for This. And I have not put its cling label on yet, so we will see how this works out. Pick those up. Put the Blushing Bride on both of them. And there we go. I'm Here For You. There's no good card for this. While we are doing the insides, I think I'll go ahead and leave everything set up on the Stamparatus and just get ready to do our stepped-up version stamping on the inside. But here is our simple version of this card. You can add color to the inside of the support ribbon if you like. Markers, blender pens, watercolor pencils, whatever you have. And then it says, I'm here for you. There's no good card for this. If you do not have these stamp sets, they are all three on the Last Chance Products list. So you can go ahead and get them. They are guaranteed to be available through May 22nd. But then it's as long as supplies last. So if you want to send a card like this, you can go ahead and get those stamps. Alright, I'm going to set it aside. For a stepped-up version, we are using soft seafoam for the card base. And since we are doing the inside, these magnets are strong. I'm going to magnetize it and check and see if that's where I want it. I want the card slid a little further this direction. Yeah, that's good. And I'll be using the Blushing Bride ink. They tell me that leaving ink on the plate won't matter because the plate never touches the cardstock, but it makes me feel better to clean it up. Alright, I'm here for you. There's no good card for this. And while we're using the Stamparatus and stamping sentiments, I'm going to do the only other stamping that we are doing on this stepped up version, which is the sentiment for the outside of the card. And that comes from the Artfully Aware stamp set. And it was the one that says the struggle is real. And so we'll just get that stamped on there, and that will give us an imaginary line to look at when we're putting on our designer series paper. All right, well, we are done. So I'm going to move the Stamparatus for now and pull over my other pieces. And first thing I'm going to do is glue down some of the designer series paper, the Best Dressed designer series paper. This is also a last chance product, and it is not guaranteed to a certain date. So if you're interested, I would definitely order sooner rather than later. And I'm going to put a strip on the inside of the card. And then we will be fixing one to the outside of the card. But before we do that, we are going to cut a support ribbon, cut the die out of the Blushing Bride paper. And the support ribbon dies are also on the last chance product list, and they are not guaranteed. They are until June 2nd or when they sell out. So again, if you're interested, will be threading the DSP through the support label die. Somebody just rang my doorbell. Probably the mailman or the FedEx man or the UPS man. Alright, and then glue down the Designer Series paper. And put some glue on the back of the support ribbon. And once you have it where you want it, go ahead and glue it down so it will stay. And here you have the stepped up version with the Designer Series paper and the die cut support ribbon. So we have the simple and the stepped up. And let me see if I can find. I'm not sure where it is, but there is an Avid version of this card that you can see on my blog at Angel Stamp. And I will be back on Tuesday afternoon, or it is Tuesday, tomorrow afternoon at 2 o'clock. And we will do another card design, simple and stepped up. And don't forget, if you want the products used on today's cards, all 3 stamp sets, the dies, and the Designer Series paper are last chance products. I will see you tomorrow.